everybody, John Bornschein here, and this is Cable Lane. I want to welcome you back to our series of Experiencing God Day by Day. In today's study, it's titled Asking for Mountains. That's right, Asking for Mountains. Listen to this, Joshua chapter 14, verse 12. Now therefore give me this mountain of which the Lord spoke in that day. For you heard in that day how the Anakim were there, and that the cities were great and fortified. It may be that the Lord will be with me, and I shall be able to drive them out, as the Lord said. Now, this is a study really about Caleb and his amazing faith in his awesome God. That's right. He so believed in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that this man demonstrates unwavering faith. I love that about Caleb. In fact, he seems to live up to his name. His name means follows God like a dog. So if there's some Calebs out there, what a great name. I don't know if you've ever had any dogs that were really loyal to you. As a kid, I used to have Malamutes and Wolves, and they were incredibly loyal. I mean, they would sleep in my room, on my bed. I had dog hair everywhere. Even today, my wife and I have a Yorkie, and we have a few cats in the house as well. But the cats are okay if we're not in the room. That little Yorkie, like my Malamutes and Huskies and Wolves of old, she has to be around us all the time. If we leave the room, she will make sure to get up and follow me wherever I go. Just the other day, I was in my study. Dog came in, laid right at my feet. I leave the room, dog gets up, follows me out of the room. I had to just make a quick stop in the kitchen before going back into my study. But there the dog follows me all the way out to the kitchen, follows me back in the study, then lays down again, giving me the eyes just in case. Am I going to get up again? No, she wants to make sure that she is right at my feet at all times. Now imagine that with our position and how we are with God. We don't want to be anywhere where He's not. Now granted, He's omnipresent, He's omniscient, but it's the idea, that same attitude and heart. I want to be where God is. I want to keep my eyes so fixated on Him. I don't want to be anywhere where He isn't. Of course, we understand He's everywhere. That's not the point. The point being is that the heart of loyalty is demonstrated, that unwavering faith that you just want to be and please God. You want to be with Him, please Him, serve Him with everything that's in you. And of course, Caleb demonstrates that beautifully. Was he perfect? No, but he certainly had the right heart. And in this text, here in Joshua chapter 14, what we find is that he wants to go to the most difficult places. He's asking for the mountains. Why is that important? Well, everybody else was asking for the valleys, the lush places, the green places, the peaceful places where the enemies of God were not. You see, as Israel was driving them away, they were going up to the mountaintops. They were going to the high places. And here Caleb says, that's where I want to go. I want to finish the work. I so believe in God who is making a way, who is able, who has carried us through this far. I want to be there because I trust that God will deliver the enemy into my hands to bring Himself glory. That's awesome, isn't it? There's a poem about Caleb. I love this. It says, he stood before Joshua with flashing eyes. Give me this mountain before I die. But Caleb, you're old and the mountain is high. Choose a peaceful spot on this plain to die. The people who live on the mountain are strong. The battle you fight will be bloody and long. His eyes never wavered as he spoke without fear. I've been promised this mountain for 45 years. And as for the people being mighty and tall, well, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. For it's not in my strength on which I'm counting, for the Lord is going to give me this mountain. So let's quit talking while there's still light. For the Lord, I have a battle to fight. I love that. This really is about courage, after all. Now you think about that. The Bible mentions taking courage at least 365 times. Well, one for each day. Seems fitting, doesn't it? That we have to take courage, not in your strength. No, it's not in our strength that we're counting on. No, it's the strength of the Lord who delivers and gives a way through the greatest of obstacles and adversities. He's the one who parts the seas. He's the one who brings down strongholds. He's the one who brought down the walls of Jericho. It's in Him, in His strength, that we're counting on. In Joshua 1:9, he says, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. How about Deuteronomy 31:6? Be strong and courageous. Do not fear or be in dread of them, for it is the Lord your God who goes with you. He will not leave you or forsake you. How about in 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7? For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. Even Peter, who implores us in 1 Peter 5:7, he says, cast all your anxieties on him because he cares for you. Even the Apostle Paul had to be encouraged to take courage because the Lord had a mission for him to fulfill. He tells him that in Acts chapter 23. Brothers and sisters, when we look to God's holy word, we are reminded over and over again that he didn't want us to take the path of least resistance. No, sometimes we have to understand that through those battles, the adversity that we face, this is where the greatest sanctification process takes place. It's where the refiner's fire seems to be the most active in our lives to purge out all of the things that would be in contrast to his holiness. You have to embrace it. Embrace the toughness, the difficulties, the battles that are before us, because God is the one who's going to carry you through them. Henry David Thoreau said, most men live lives of quiet desperation and go to the grave with the song still in them. And so, brothers and sisters, listen to this. This is what Dr. Henry Blackaby wants to challenge us with here today. He says, if you always choose the easy path, asking for the peaceful valleys, you will never see God's power displayed to enable you to take a mountain. Seek out the mountains and you will witness God doing things through your life that can only be explained by his mighty presence. I want to thank you for watching Cable Lane today. God bless you, my friends. Take care.